Sharkey, where do we start, referee?
I thought the referee was absolutely woeful tonight. That just summed up Championship football all in one season and how bad it is and how bad the standard is. Just simple decisions.
Bet you can't wait for the Premier League.
Can't I wait? I'll never say I'll hate a Premier League referee ever again.
I mean, we've seen the Nottingham Forest away fixture. I mean, what was worse, that one or this one tonight?
Both the same, really.
Both shocking. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I'm in the Gallagher, as you know. Could you see what was going on? I mean, something was happening on the touchline. What was happening?
Right, well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it was a pen. Talking on the 40s channel, apparently Gale first time went down and it should have been a pen first time before the actual pen was given. And then obviously the referee, as the players going on, Richie's obviously fallen over, I would say, and I don't think it was a pen. And the referee's obviously bought it and gave Richie the pen. So obviously, Richie steps up 1-0. And then all of a sudden there's an altercation between Rafa Benitez, the fourth officials.
We even seen our assistants coming out with an iPad showing the referee of, look, this is what happened.
Well, that's it. Well, he's give a pen. I mean, all Richie could do is step up, to make up 1-0. But apparently there was something going on in the box. Apparently a Newcastle player stepped into the box or something in the referees.
Well, I've got it on the replay. It would look like it was Dwight Gale, that was encroachment, but he's got to retake it. Well,
this is it. I mean, I went absolutely mental. I thought, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, give a retake. It doesn't take 5 minutes to give a retake. I mean, at the end of the day, you gave the pen. If you've made a mistake, you've made a mistake. You can't go back. You give her the pen. We're one up. So give her the retake. If we miss it, we miss it. I mean,
there was a good over 5 minutes delay of what the referee was doing. I mean, the chance we don't know what you're doing. I mean,
well, I said it myself.
It's just, I mean, that could have that kind of refereeing performance could see us not playing Premier League football. Yes, we got the win, but I know it's mind-boggling. I can't get out of me. Let's talk about a couple of surprises in the lineup. Seen Chancellor Mbemba come out from the blue. How do you think he did?
I thought he played alright. I thought he was quite consistent. He got rid of the ball when he had to. He defended really well. I think there was a chance in the second half where there was a mistake, I think, from Lascelles, and he managed just to clear it away. He looked quite confident. He looked like that player that you're seeing spits and spots of last season and some parts of this season as well. So yeah.
The other one, obviously, had to come in, but I want to talk a little bit about Diame playing that deeper role. That's something that we're going to go forward with, or do you expect Hayden to possibly come in there for Sheffield Wednesday?
I think Hayden will probably come back against Sheffield Wednesday because they're going to be a different kettle of fish to Burton, because obviously in my opinion they're a better team than Burton. No disrespect, Sheffield, they've got very good players. Forestieri, they've got Ross Wallace, and like I say, they're going to attack. They're going to attack with more. And we're playing the Hills, where they're a massive club. And it's a bit like St James's. The crowd will be for them, and we are going to have to be the 12th man and try and pull these players through. So how did Diame do though? I thought he played all right. I mean, like I say, it's just typical Diame performance, isn't it? As long as he stays out of trouble and he plays all right along Shelby, I don't see what he's done wrong. If he's done all right. So the tactics tonight, obviously looking at the lineup, was let's attack. Judging by the lineup, I think the game was pretty much what we expected. Would you agree with how Burton set up? Well, yeah. Well, that's it. At the end of the day, it's not about how many goals you get. It's about how many. It's about the performance of the lads getting the 3 points. Because teams like Burton, no disrespect, they're on a small budget. They're always going to have men behind the ball. It's up to us to attack them. To create the opportunities. I just felt today that we lacked in the final third, and I think we could have done with someone like what's his face. Murphy coming a bit earlier, Mitrovic, and I'm not Mitrovic's biggest fan, but I felt the amount of balls that were put into the box and no one was attacking them, it was quite frightening really, and it got more frustrating for the lads as the game went on. And finally, where do you stand, performances versus points? Where are you on that stand? Because there's quite a lot of talk in the media, on our channel as well, Facebook. Where do you stand, performances over points or points over performances? Points over performances, because at the end of the day, the key is to get back into the Premier League. As long as we're not getting any, because like I say, Shelby could have lost his head today. Some of the tackles that were flying him when the pen wasn't given. At the end of the day, it's all about just getting the points. We've got some tough games coming up. As long as we're getting the points, and we'll just do the business, and we'll be all right. I mean, Premier League is the ambition, and that's what we want. And at the end of the day, as long as we keep performing, we'll be all right. Okay, thank you very much, Sharkey.